that was the same time as all of this happening, and that took a toll on me. And eventually I ended up in a psychiatrist's office, and she said, we'll talk about everything later, but I need you to know that you have manic depression.
Oh.
And this is the first time I'm saying that. I don't know if I should.
No, why? It's okay. Okay.
But so it's been like 6-7 years. I've been on antidepressants. I tried leaving them in the middle. And I went into a very, very dark space and a dark hole. I'm not the kind of person, I'm a very hopeful person. So I did understand that there is something that is beyond me, beyond the prayers that I will do, beyond the friends who'll cheer me up, beyond everything.
Beyond work and success and everything.
There is something not right, and it's okay.
It is okay. You know, people don't understand that 60% of people go through depression, and it's not something I wouldn't even call it, because it's like part of life. I know I've been there a few times. When we talk about mental illnesses, my mother's had it, and I've had to deal with it for all my life. But this is it's a very human and across the globe thing.
Yeah, I mean it is.
But it is also it is important to talk about it, because it's so prevalent, and we don't talk about it in our society.
That's why, I mean, I talk about it every chance I get. I've been very, like, this is the first time I'm really saying this, that I take medicine. Like, I've been on this for now however many years, and when I tried leaving it, like I said, I was bad, and that was last year, and I was again in and out of hospitals and trying to get help. So, but yes, everybody has ups and downs, and there are sad times and happy times and successes and failures, but clinical depression is real, just like any other mental illness or physical illness, and we should treat it like that, you know. I'm sure that there were a lot of triggers that went from anxiety to depression, but honestly, it was always in there. It's also genetic, right? And that's a huge debate, nature versus nurture and all of that. But I used a lot of things to escape the darkness. So what I did realize was that even in my darkest, worst moments, I never project it. It's all inside of me.
That's a
I'll
problem.
still be like, I'll come to work and I'll be, but my insides are just मेरे अंदर तबाही मच रही है, लेकिन I'll be fine.
But it's a lot, Mahira.
Yeah, so
it's exhausting.
It is. I think that's why also, you know,
you're taking care, you're going through race, you're going through whatever, and all of this coming, and then your father getting in and you becoming the caretaker. You're human.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously anything. People get cancer because they are exhausted or stressed, and you know, so illness is illness, and it
illness
will be
is illness.
अंदर ही होती, body तो react करती है
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. And so it's been a journey with my depression. It's been a journey, and you know, I've had to work through it. I've had to dance through it, you know.
Dancing is so good.
No, I mean, what I mean is like, aap more saiyan kar rahe hain, like my, you know, I keep saying Babar, but these are my people, you know.
Your pillars.
Yeah.
They support you.
They've been there when, I mean, I've cried and broken down with them.
Yeah.
And they've, picked me up. The person I'm with right now is someone who's, especially when someone does not understand or doesn't deal with it themselves, that's a very hard thing.
Very difficult.
To understand someone else, to be patient with someone else.
That's also
And then,
true.
yeah.
Very true. The patience that
Yeah.
now you have to have.
And just like it's but it's been a journey, and I've also had to accept it, that this is me, it's real.
Yeah.
And what are my triggers? How does it get bad? How can it get better? You know? Yeah, fine. Antidepressants is one thing,
Yeah.
but then what? You know?
Yeah.
Do you meditate? Do you eat better? Do you start seeing a therapist?
Did you find a good one?
Yeah, I
Okay,
did.
cool. See, that's good.
I found a really good therapist.
Okay.
She really, like, she sucked it to me. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, no, good.
You know?
Yeah.
A lot of things were brought to the open. And like I told you, मुझे कुछ याद ही नहीं रहता. मेरी अम्मा हमेशा कहती है.
Maybe that's your
defense mechanism
that you're putting
Yeah.
everything bad that's happened in a
Above.
corner, but then it's inside of you.
Absolutely. आप जो भी कह लें, ये तो एक memory है, but आपकी muscle memory भी है.
Yes.
आपकी दिल की भी एक memory है. और वो रखती है याद, वो store करती है. Your bones store it. So in these therapy sessions, you know, she really pressed me to go back, and I was like, oh, I don't remember. Finally, I just started talking, and I had forgotten, or well, I just never thought about what had happened. So many things that had happened. So anyway, it's been a journey, and I'm just so grateful that I still have that hope, that glimmer of hope. I remember last year, I was, you know, I was bad, and I was in bed. It was so sweet. You know, Seher and all these guys. Baba would bring flowers every day. Like, who does that?
That's so sweet.
Yeah. And, you know, I remember very well. I couldn't even get up from my bed to go to my bathroom. I was that bad. It was that dark. And I remember praying and saying, I promise you, Alamia, if you show me even this much of hope or light, I will take it and I will run with it. And when he did, or when I, you know, I went back on my medicines, and I woke up one day feeling like, oh my God, I feel like I can smile and feel lighter. So it's been a journey, and the reason why I talk about it a lot, and I guess I'm talking about it right now as well, even though I know, and even though I hate that kind of attention where Mahira Khan ko depression, I hate it. But it'll happen for 3 days, 4 days. But if someone out there is seeing this and they
going through the same
thing, I need them to know that it's a bump, that there is help, that they can do something about it, and that anything their mind might be telling them to do, and no matter how hard it is, and you feel that it's better to not be here than be here, I promise you that's just now. जब आपका दिमाग कहते हैं ना कि why are you alive? You're in so much pain, right? It's not your mind. It's not you talking. It's your depression talking.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And the most beautiful thing now is that my father and I, whenever I get an anxiety attack, even when I was younger, I don't know how he somehow appears.
Wow.
He just gets me. He gets me. I get him. I get him.
But that's what when I'm listening to you, I look at the people around you. There's so much love and such good friends and people who you work with. वो चले गए अपनी journey में Seher, बाबर अपनी journey में जा रहा है. लेकिन you think ना, this is part of life, huh?
I mean, some people are too special. Asim.
Yeah. And they'll never
Do you
actually
know, I was not picking up the phone. when this whole scandal broke or whatever, I was, sort of, even though I was at work and I went through the work day and then I came back home, I wasn't picking up. The next morning, who's at my house? Asim.
Sweet. Solid.
No. You can't break. You cannot. There are too many people. I mean, I'm like, if I was to tell you the people that have really, really been, and there's a small set of people, they're my people, but it's so important, Frieha, that support system, your mother standing with you, your father, your brother, your best friends, your partner, and your child.
Yeah, you are. And the thing is that, whenever we have all of this, and it's very important for you